Okay, here's one. I don't think it involves a black person. It's a woman, and she's a cop, and she tries to get a guy out of the car, and guess what? She can't do it. Every so often, I love bringing these videos up because it shows that women have no place on a active, out in the streets, patrolling police force. You want to get crossing guard duty? Maybe you want to sit in the precinct or the offices and be data entry. Whatever they let you do as a police officer, as a woman, is fine as long as it isn't dealing with people out there on the streets. You want to drive around with a guy partner? I know the guys don't like this because they're ineffective when he needs a partner for real backup. So I've read a few comments, and it says these women should not be out alone. They should be teamed up with a male officer. And no, not even that. Yeah, they shouldn't be out alone. But you don't endanger the male officer now because you're putting him with someone who is completely ineffectual. When things like strength are needed, quick decision making are needed. Can you take down? Can you run, catch, take down, and get cuffed a perpetrator, a male perpetrator on the streets? No, I don't think they can. It is all up to the perp. Everything that happens between a male perpetrator of average male size and physical fitness, everything that happens depends on what that perpetrator wants to do. He's in control. If he decides, oh, I'm being arrested. Well, I did do something wrong. This woman is the police officer, and I will put my hands behind my back and she can arrest me. There, she has an arrest. And then they go, see, women can do police work. She arrested somebody. They don't realize that the bad guy, is 100% in control of that situation and where it's going to go. And I'm not even talking about her shooting him, which we've talked about before. That prospect is a lot more apt to happen with a female officer because she cannot utilize that scale, that gradient scale of violence that a cop needs to put upon the perpetrator. It starts as verbal commands and goes all the way up to use of deadly physical force, shooting them. Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
And hello, I am Gavin McInnes.
Together, we're Compound Censored.
And we'd like you to subscribe to our network that has more fantastic content you could shake a stick at. Use this promo code for a one-time super offer.
Do it. It's uncensored and oh so entertaining. But in between are so many tools available to a male officer. Initial hands-on, less lethal stuff like tasers and batons, fighting, punching, really, hands-on escalation of fighting. A woman has verbal commands, shoot to kill. That's it. Anything in between, unless the guy, like I said, who's in control says, all right, you can arrest me. The perp is dictating everything that happens there. The woman cannot go to a toolbox and utilize any of those intermediate tools that a male police officer can utilize while trying to control a suspect. Verbal command, shoot the motherfucker. And it's proven over and over and over again. We've been through this. So here is a female cop who needs assistance from a female that comes in to help because she is being overpowered by this guy who, like I said, is in complete control of this conflict.
Give me that taser now.
This is the dramatic moment a passerby helps a female cop detain an out-of-control suspect after a wild chase. Trooper Alexandria Duncan had pulled over Angel Zapet Alvarado for speeding at 114 miles per hour, but the situation quickly escalated when he resisted arrest.
Get out of the car. Put your hands behind your back. Why? We're going to jail.
Witnessing the struggle, Kylie Sutton bravely intervened, risking her own safety to assist Trooper Duncan.
He throws it. Pause for a minute here. She cannot control this guy physically. She cannot do it. The guy ended up getting her taser. The guy threw the taser away from the cop. He didn't want to be tased. But again, who's in control at that point? The guy. The guy was like, oh, I got the taser now. I can tase her, or I could throw the taser away. He's in complete control. He might have been thinking, if I tase her, she's going to go for her gun. Maybe he's thinking that. I don't know why he's fighting her. He doesn't want to be arrested. She cannot make that decision right here alone. She obviously, cannot control him. This woman pulls over and decides she's going to help out in some way. So let's watch.
Give me that taser now.
No. Esto me
He's back on top. She should have, pause again. The woman that came to help, she was in a perfect place to choke that motherfucker out. She's not a cop. She doesn't have any restrictions on pulling that guy back by his neck and choking him. And she decides, back it up a little, Sean. She decides to go for his arms, which are on the officer. But in that instance, hey, look, she's doing her best. I don't know how knowledgeable she is about jujitsu or anything. She seems like a rough and tumble kind of she could take care of herself kind of lady. But yeah, that would have been a good opportunity to get her arm around that fucker's neck, because he would have had to release the cop to get her arms off of his throat, which would have maybe given the cop an opportunity to use something to get him under control. So yeah, watch this. Or taser. Right there. She could have done that.
With Sutton's help in restraining the suspect, Duncan was able to draw her service weapon, firing one round that struck Zapet Alvarado in the right temple, wounding him. Zapet Alvarado was transported to Mercy Hospital, Northwest Arkansas, where he was treated and later released to law enforcement. Trooper Duncan received treatment for non-life-threatening injuries. Had it not been for Sutton's heroic actions, this could have ended tragically.
She's like, ma'am, move. Hey, I'm helping you here, you piece of shit. And then in the end, we find out she had to shoot him. She shot him. It was a graze wound to the side of his head. Either that or she shot, it hit the ground and something, debris might have hit him in the head. But if he was treated and released later that day, it wasn't a temple shot in the head to that extent. So again, proving what we say here all the time. She had to resort to firing her weapon at this guy because she could not control a situation that a male officer could have controlled. A male officer in that situation is getting that guy cuffed. A female, with help from another female, still had to shoot the guy. Why this failed experiment continues is beyond me. But hey, all you ladies, you want to be in a man's world. You want the jobs. The glass ceiling needs to be broken. We want to belong to the clubs, and we want this and that. You're not capable. You're just not capable of doing it. Women and men, unbelievably different in every way possible. Unbelievably different. And the people that don't believe that are idiots, delusional, and have been brainwashed by the media and women's groups and all that other shit to the point where it has actually put people in danger. Their lives are in danger because of the lie that women are just as capable as men to do any job, anything. Women are just as capable. That lie has cost people their lives. So, I don't know. It'll never change. It'll never change, right? Am I right? I'm right. People will fight tooth and nail to try to continue this lie. And they will argue it, and people will die, and they will argue and argue that, nope, women are just as good at every single thing a man can do. And it's proven, absolutely proven, that is not true. So we all have to, because, people's feelings will be hurt, we all have to live with just a little more danger in our lives. Female cops out there puts all of our lives just a little more in danger because, you don't want to hurt someone's feelings and tell them they're not capable of doing something. Oh, my God. Common fuck sense, people. My dad used to say that all the time. Common sense. Simple common sense. This is simple common sense. But until the powers that be aren't so afraid of hurting people's feelings and want to actually do something, you saw the to-do that happened when Hegseth said no more transgender people in the military. Everyone went fucking, what? What? Because they're not capable of doing the job. They are not capable of being a combat soldier. They are detrimental to a fighting force. If they are with a group of men and they go into battle, a transgender soldier is a detriment to that fighting force. And they lost their minds over that. Imagine women telling all women, nope, sorry. And then you know what they would do? You know what women would do? If somehow someone was smart enough to say women can't be cops anymore. Women would be like, see, they just want us in the kitchen and making babies. This isn't the 1800s, my friend. We are out there and we're... First of all, you should be in the kitchens or making babies. But let's not even bring that up. It would be, no, you could get other jobs that even men have. Just not jobs where you need the physical and mental part that a man is better at than you are. And that is a job needed for the public safety. That's it. What do you want to do? You want to work at a fucking, as a mechanic? Predominantly male-oriented job? You go into a gas station, you apply, you know all the stuff you need to know. There you go. maybe a man could help you take the tire off the car that's on the rack because it's too heavy. But at least no one's getting killed unless you fuck up and the lift comes down on you. But any idiot can do that. I'm not saying that that is a specifically male or female thing. I'm talking about having to pull a gun out because you're too weak to fight and too emotional to make a rationally thought out decision in a split second. Women have too much emotion floating around there. It blocks logic and reason. So there's your latest clip on women shouldn't be fucking cops. There shouldn't be. Oh boy, I'm going to try to get through the whole show without a black story. Oh, that's a good one though. Oh boy, that's the Amazon. Yeah, I can't do that. Oh God, what am I doing? Oh no, she was black too. Deranged thug. Oh well, I don't know if he's black. He's a person of color. Here's a thug on the New York City subway system. We know it's only going to get worse. This video that you're going to watch, this is the best New York will be. After that, tomorrow, it'll probably just be a little worse. And then after January 1st, when Mamdani is sworn in as the mayor of New York, it's just going to get worse. There will be nothing that Mamdani will do to try to curtail the abuse, the criminal violence that goes on the Metropolitan Transit Authority system. You're stuck with it for at least 4 years. So get used to it. And if you want Daniel Pearl to come in and maybe save you by choking out your abuser, that ain't going to happen either because they try to throw people in prison. So people just stand back and watch now. Someone probably should have gotten this guy and taken him down. In the old days when chivalry was a thing, that would have happened. Maybe in the old days, this nut wouldn't even be on the train. He'd be locked up for what I'm sure are previous crimes because he seems like that type of guy. But he's out there. He's on your public transportation. No one wants to defend anyone against him because they'll get in trouble. The government doesn't want to do anything to make sure he's not on that train or to put more police down there to stop these things when they see them happening. It's only going to get worse. So let's watch and laugh along with the best New York is going to be.
Violate a lady, but you do that again, and I'll fuck you up. You feel me? I will fuck you up. Bitch, what are you talking about? Don't sit there and do none of that shit. I will violate your shit. What are you talking about? Don't push me. Don't push me. Don't say fucking shoes. Are you fucking serious? Are you serious, bitch? Get the fuck off of me. Knock your ass out. Stop jumping, bitch. She was a nigga, bro. You're so lucky, bro. Right to my set, you lucky out here, female. You mind that bag. You mind that bag, bitch. You want to
I think a black guy stole something at the end there. I ruined my attempt. Oh, almost like pitching a no-hitter into the ninth, and then a black guy's got to do something in one of the videos and ruin my streak of trying not to do black material here on my show today. They always do it. They always get in there somehow. My God. Yeah, that's, and he's going, don't touch me as his fat, sweaty body is banging against her. They'll do that a lot. They'll put their hands like this and go, you going to touch me as they're touching you with their disgustingness. And they want you to take public transportation. They don't want you to drive your car in. They're charging you $9 every time you cross into Midtown Manhattan. Even if you cross back out and go back in, it's another $9. So, that's what you'll have to face if it gets too expensive for you to be able to take your own car in. That's your security. That's your independence, is being able to drive your own car into work in the city or whatever you're doing. It sucks. Believe me, I've done it enough. The traffic's terrible. Parking is unbelievably expensive and hard to find. But the trade-off is I'm alone in my car. My doors are locked. I have the potential to step on the gas and flee a situation. And there isn't a homeless, violent mental patient sitting next to me. Those are the upsides. That's why you pay more to drive in. Well, they're trying to sell public transportation. They do nothing about the danger and discomfort involved in taking public transportation. It's filthy, it stinks, and there are violent criminals being allowed to jump turnstiles, get onto those subway platforms without having to pay anything, and then doing evil down there to people that just want to get home or get to work and don't want to go broke paying for congestion pricing or car insurance or worried their car is going to get broken into and stolen. All that shit comes into play. If it was a utopian society, sure, go on the train. Bunch of wonderful people. There's old still pics from the 50s, New York City subway. Everyone's got their newspaper out, their big New York Times, a giant newspaper. And they're all sitting in their seats and just going to work or coming home from work. And now they just sprinkled in these problems. It's bad enough. You know, you're humping your ass to work. You need this shit. Or you need some guy who's going to blast music and start dancing and then panhandle you for your hard-earned money. Intimidating people. That's what you want? Hochul ain't going to do anything about it. And Mamdani, he's not going to do shit. It's going to get worse under Mamdani. He won't even allow the cops to do what they're doing now, which is the absolute minimum as far as subway crime goes. The absolute minimum. They have a force of over 40,000, I think 45,000 cops on the NYPD. You can't pick some of the most volatile stations and make sure that there is at least a cop at every single one of them stations arresting people. They jump a turnstile, arrested. They're panhandling, hassling people, arrested. Put through the entire system, not just let out. They're arrested, brought to the precinct. They're taken a lockup. They're arraigned. They're tried, and they're convicted. Yes, for a fucking turnstile jump. Because that's the only thing allowing these nuts to get down there and do harm to working people. And that, he'll maybe put a counselor on the train. We're putting psychological counselors on the train so that when someone like that pops off, they could go up to him and go, what happened when you were 12? Excuse me, big, fat, violent man harassing and yelling at this woman. What happened during your childhood? Why is he punching me? Why am I being stabbed? This doesn't make sense. That's Zoran Mamdani's solution to the problem. So look forward to that, folks. Look forward to that one. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. I'm trying. Geez, that one's so good. I'll do them, tomorrow or Thursday. Woman driving California light rail. No, can't do that. That's a good one, though. Gunfire at a baby shower? Oh.
There's the congestion pricing one.
Oh, right. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Good deal, Sean. Yeah, here's a woman getting a $600 congestion pricing bill. Watch this.
I just got a $600 bill in the mail from the congestion toll pricing from driving in New York. I've been driving in the city for years, at least 5-6 years, and I refuse to take public transportation because I've been assaulted twice on public transportation. The Uber prices are absolutely insane, and there just has to be a solution to this. Like, I can't go on.
Yeah, there is.
How? It's not safe. Like, public transportation is not safe. I'm not going on there. Like, no. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Like, I've been assaulted twice. Like, why would I go on public transportation again? So now I have to pay the price, $600, just to drive from Midtown to downtown. It's got to end. Needs to end.
Yep, got to end, needs to end, will never end. Can something be done? Like, she's wondering, can something be done? Fuck yeah. Is there a solution? Yup, there's a solution, all right. Will it be implemented? Fuck no. Fuck no. Free stuff, free buses. Yay, that's what they're going to do. And it's not just New York. It's not just fucking New York. It's every big city. Danger. And the leadership, term used very loosely, in these cities would rather have you in danger. People quite literally dying, violently beaten, raped, robbed. They'd rather have that than have anyone tell them that there is a better way to do this and that law and order needs to be maintained in these cities. And that means police being allowed to do what they do. And in some instances, in some of these cities that have an unbelievable problem with gangs and drug violence, the National Guard coming in. Just bodies on the streets in uniform with weapons to try to tamp down this gang violence that's going on. Nope. I am totally fine with stacking bodies up every week. That's like Mayor Johnson in Chicago, and I'm sure our own Zoran Mamdani will be of the same mindset when it comes to violent crime in New York City. All right, we kind of did it. I think a black guy stole that woman's radio from the seat when she was being assaulted by that big fat Mexican. But we gave it our best shot. So if you enjoyed that clip,
then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.